634 News at 9.
On the verge of shutdown, those who make decisions for the feds getting FaceTime in their home districts, we gladly took the satellite call from Lubbock Congressman Randy Neugebauer, who says blame the president and the Democrat-controlled Senate. So, Congressman, is a shutdown detrimental to America or just a technicality that lacks any real consequences?
Well, obviously, shutting the government down is not the number one goal here, and obviously causes disruption. One of the things that we've just done, Jeff, just a while ago, is voted on a bill that will go ahead and fund the Department of Defense for the rest of the year, which will make sure that regardless of what happens on the rest of the budget, is that our men and women that are in harm's way receive their paychecks and that they have the resources necessary to continue to do what we're asking them to do. But obviously, there will be other services that will be temporarily, halted until such time as the government is reached or the government's restated. So it will have an impact. I think it just depends on how long it lasts, and that would be, probably one of the bigger factors.
This closes at the close of business on Friday, and it sounds like the way you just stated, you don't expect any last-minute Lone Rangers to ride in here and save the day.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. We have now sent 2 bills over to the United States Senate to finish the business that unfortunately Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid didn't finish in the last Congress. I think that's one of the things that maybe the American people don't understand what's going on here. This is last year's budget, and we only have actually about 6 months left on this budget. And as you know, this week we laid out now the budget for next year. And so we're really trying to clean up the mess that the Democrats left us from the previous Congress, and we've sent over a couple of bills now to the Senate. Mr. Reid continues not to do his job, and what we've asked the president and Harry Reid to do is to let's finish up the American people's business here and move on. But unfortunately, they seem to be tilted towards some kind of a government shutdown, and I think that's unfortunate.
An interesting poll question that Fox asked the populace. Who did they trust to make the right spending cuts? You might be surprised. 45% said the president, only 42% congressional Republicans. Where's the message being lost here?
Well, I don't know, because the president, put forth a budget that increased spending by trillions of dollars, and we've put forth a budget that cuts spending by trillions of dollars. Just to put this in perspective, Jeff, that the president's budget on the pathway we're on, within just his first term, we will double the national debt in this country, and over the next 10 years, triple the national debt in this country. That's not a pathway to any kind of thing but doom and gloom for the United States of America. And that's the reason we've introduced this pathway to prosperity, which will help create jobs, reduce the deficits, and leave a opportunity for the next future generations to have the same opportunities that we have.
But truth be told, maybe it's not such a bad thing if the government does shut down, to put some urgency into everyone's thinking here.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes it takes that kind of a situation, takes a great deal of adversity to kind of give everybody a wake-up call. That's very unfortunate. It's not like we knew this wasn't coming. I mean, when you understand that this will be the 3rd year in a row that we're projecting over $1 trillion deficit, this is something that's been in the making for a number of years here, and what it's going to finally take to, wake up everybody and make sure that they get on board. Unfortunately, and maybe a government shutdown is part of that solution. That's unfortunate, but that may be the case.
Congressman, thank you.